Stacy, it's time to do the podcast. Oh!
Whoa, Chase, I'm not doing anything.
Oh my god.
No, it is not what it looks like.
You playing with yourself?
No. I was searching around the internet, Chase, and I thought I had a virus.
You're just embarrassed.
My pants started to slip off, and I was scared of the virus. No, Chase!
You can't be playing with yourself at work, Stacy.
No, that's not what I was doing. I swear.
You just had a virus, huh?
I was searching around the internet, and all of a sudden I was downloading this thing, and I got scared. Because my pants were starting to fall off.
You're embarrassed.
It was a virus!
You're just embarrassed.
Chase! You don't get it, do you?
You know what? Look, sort yourself out. I'm gonna go get David. Okay, David, it's time to do the podcast.
Oh, Chase.
Come on.
It's not what it looks like. I got a virus, and my pants started slipping down, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna crank it. You know what time it is. It's the Jank-Ass podcast.
It's so jank.
Hello, and welcome to the Jank-Ass Podcast 104. This is my lovely co-host, Stacy.
Hello.
And, whacking at David.
Hey!
No protest to that name. All right.
There's a lot worse things you can call me. I accept that one.
You go by
true.
Stinky D, whacking at David, jacking at David, cranking at David.
Stinky D had devolved from Stinky David.
Yes. And over the years, now that everybody refers to penis as D, the name is just horrible. But I think that's why I like it still.
Yeah.
Like, it started out as Stinky David.
Now you're just a stinky dick.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
Stinky Dick David.
Why do they call you Stinky D? Because I'm Stinky David. Oh, okay. That was your rank-ass penis.
Yeah, have you ever been in a car with him?
You can smell that dick from 10 feet away. It's horrid.
And it's not even that you smell. You're just, you were afraid of smelling. So then I wanted to fuck with you by saying, oh yeah, we say that behind your back all the time.
So, yeah, that's why we call you Stinky David. What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, there was a point in my life where that would really get to me if somebody was like, is that you? And I'm like, oh no! But now I'm just like, no, it's not me. I bathe. Now, if it was a random person who I didn't know, was like, oh, dude, is that you? Complete relapse. Like, I'd go through the trauma all over again, like, oh no!
I gotta have people introduce themselves to you that way.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ted, and oh my god.
You guys smell that?
Yeah.
Is that a rank dick?
New topic.
The Jank-Ass update.
So, top of the list, Jank-Ass betrayal.
What?
We're talking about $50 guy. You son of a bitch.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
How dare
It was too
you.
good to be true. It was too good to be true. It really was. I was like, come on. Like, 50 bucks? Come on.
Yeah.
I was going to wait for that check to clear, but when it didn't, I was like, called it.
That's not calling it if you wait until after it happens.
No, I was like, this isn't going to happen. We'll just see what happens. We'll see. Yeah, that's what I thought.
We just wanted to believe. Like, he must really believe in us.
Yeah. No, he does not.
Yeah, we don't have a $50 fan out there. All we have is a Josh Green.
Just a fucking Josh Green. No, he probably meant to put in like $5. He's like, I'm gonna go above the $3. I'm gonna do a 5. Then we went to the enter key, like he sausage fingered it and hit the 0 first. Then the enter. He was like, so he cut up that credit card, and that's what happened.
I take it as a fuck you, really. He wanted to give our hopes up, and then just our monthly Patreon payings took a big hit from that.
Yeah, that was his shadow account. Like, he's actually got his real one. He was like, I can't wait till they talk about me.
Ah,
He read
I feel
a book.
so manipulated.
He's sitting there right now just stroking his chest like, yeah.
He read a pamphlet about how to stomp in 3 people's dreams with only $50.
He didn't stop at my dreams. Like I told you. Like I was just like, something's not right here.
David was the most hurt.
He's projecting.
He cried all night. $50.
I could have bought some okay shit with that. So, yeah, betrayal on the jank front. But to everybody else who's still holding loyal and can afford what they say they will pay, thanks for not being a scoundrel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for not fucking with us.
Just
Appreciate it.
We'll take it.
Hi, Josh. Thanks again.
Hi, Josh.
Yeah, you're the best.
Come on, Jason.
What? I'm being sincere.
You sound real sincere.
I think highly of you. What? New topic.
David's Corner.
Yeah, let's talk about David's Corner.
Oh, yeah, that was a fiasco. Who stumbled across that first?
Someone in the comments on YouTube was like, LOL, I went to David's Corner and it was all gay porn.
So, for anybody... What's up with that?
It's a lot of
What's going on, David?
High-quality gay porn.
Yeah, I clicked on it. Man, that was some graphic, really going for it gay porn. Like, all the angles were down, just like giant rocket plowing dude. And, like, wow. But
Yeah.
You click the little link that's like David holding a beer and shrugging.
It sounds so innocent.
and then it just goes
Welcome
to some...
to my world. My little corner of the internet where I watch hardcore gay sex.
When I try to get away from the noise of life, I just need dudes really giving it to each other. So,
Are these guys really in the army?
so for anybody who's not too familiar, David Forgets was a show that we did, and on the website we all had a like little Tumblr section. I can't remember the names of all of them. There was David's Corner. What was yours, Chase?
Chase's alone time.
Chase's alone time. Did you have one too, Stacy?
Nah.
I don't.
Nah, dog.
Nah, Doug. Did Mike have one? Why do I feel like there was 3 in there?
David Forgets. It was just me and you.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
we had a forum, so maybe that was the button that...
We had an about page that had little descriptions for Stacy and Mikey.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not to get too far off the beaten path, but it would take us, or it would take, the viewer to a Tumblr page that we each had set up. I maybe posted 2 or 3 things on it collectively. I don't even know if you did, Chase. I never clicked on it, to be honest. But, yeah, so we haven't released a David Forgets since 2010 or 11. And we go back onto this website, and, well, we don't go back on it. Somebody else goes back on it because we're talking about doing the podcast and, bringing up the old stuff. And somebody reaches out to us. They're like, hey, lots of really aggressive dude fucking going on in David's Corner. What's that about?
Yeah, there were a few comments.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty funny, really.
Showing up in YouTube videos of like future stuff. It's like, hey, you guys have been dead for 6 years. What's with the gay stuff? You know what? I haven't even followed up. Have we gotten that fixed, or is it still just really graphic?
Yeah. Mikey got
Okay.
on that pretty quick.
Good. What does it go to? Did he
It
just
goes
remove
to
it?
some other hardcore gay sex.
Roger's Corner.
Roger's Dungeon.
Now it's just a bunch of naked pictures of you.
It just...
Oh,
People
no.
just...
How did... It's just me dropping the towel after the shower and bending over to get it.
I was going to say that people would go to it and be like, wow, David really had to make up some money after a while, I guess.
No, it's from my private collection.
David drops shots with Chase.
Yeah, they have like my watermark on there. Photography by Siddharth.
Just a winking silhouette of Chase.
It's kind of appropriate because there was a lot of cranking going on in David's corner.
Yeah, I mean, we probably would have just inevitably ran with the joke of in David's corner, he does a lot of profane things. It's also where he goes to crank it. And wow, like going from like 0 to 100.
I went there and there was a pile of dudes fucking. I mean, I assume David was in there somewhere. He was
Just in a pile.
And you see like
That's
that
his
one
leg. I know his leg anyway.
that one arm sticking up with the thumbs up. That's got to be him.
just your hair poking out.
Yeah, just a pile of dudes and then like some points.
See that thumb in his ass? That's his thumb. I know that thumb anyway.
It's the way it bends back at the thumb. See right there in the dude's. Yeah, that's the one.
It's also his ass. New topic.
Shitty, stupid porno Lifetime movie review. I think we got a lot to unpack on this one.
All right. So,
Welcome to the movie discussion.
movie discussion.
This time we watched a classic, a jewel of the cinema, you might say.
As all Lifetime movies are.
Ugh.
It is a Lifetime movie.
It is a Lifetime movie. And I'm calling bullshit. The link you sent me said it was a 2017 Lifetime movie. That shit was recorded in 2002 or something. Like, that was some old shit.
No fucking way that was from this year.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Someone was lying.
Absolutely. No, that was some old shit, so I don't know how the title got on there. But it's a Lifetime movie.
It's called His Secret Life. A cyber seduction
Ooh, Secret Life.
tale or something. I forget.
Maybe we should have written that down.
No, it was a Lifetime movie, cyber seduction, His Secret Life.
It's about a perfect mom who has her family together like nobody's fucking business.
She has to be good, too, because the dad is just such a fool.
I know.
Like, if it wasn't for her,
A
there's
bumbling
no
idiot.
way. I know, dumb man.
Got an older son who's part of the swim team, very driven. His room is full of trophies and medals.
This kid has
Ridiculous amount of fucking trophies.
accolades out the walls. Like, he gets a swimming trophy every day.
Yeah.
And she has to watch her family fall apart because of the demon known as pornography.
Bum, bum, bum.
Wanna know?
The porno beast gets a hold of the son, Justin, who once was an award-winning swimmer. I say women.
He was an award-winning swimmer.
He was an award-swimming sinner.
David Schwimmer, something like that, right?
So at the top of the movie, it's like maybe one of the most dramatic things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it starts off with we see the kid. He had his ass kicked or something. He's all
Yeah,
beaten
like his
and
eyes
bruised.
all black.
Yeah, you
bleeding
see
from
him.
his nose.
He's limping through the streets. It's nighttime. It's silent. You just see him shuffling through streets, and there's just street lamps here and there, and he's rustling by some buildings. You're like, oh, what's happening here?
It's like, how did he get here? My God.
Yeah, then you just see the kid go up to a bunch of windows, and he finds one that's open, and he's like, oh. Or you're just like, okay, breaking and entering. Well, this kid's a scoundrel, so let's see where
Do
this
we
goes.
see him sneaking into the pool?
Yeah, they show him walk up to... It's a high school. There's your spoiler, everybody. He's walking up to his high school, and he starts, like, pushing around on some windows and finds one that's just open. Then he climbs into the window, and the school has zero security system whatsoever. He's just walking through the halls and finds the pool, and he walks up to the pool and decides, I'm going to go for a dip.
Okay,
He's gonna kill
that
himself.
That pool is at the high school.
Yes, yeah, that was at
Because
his
later
school.
the mom is just like swimming laps at the pool. Like, why the fuck would she get access to the high school pool?
Well, now, Siddharth, we got a lot of ground to cover. We can get back to Mama
All
in the
right,
pool.
all right.
We can get back to Mama in the pool. So...
Just makes me so angry.
So yeah, you got no heads up on what's happening. You just got like the title, like cyber seduction, his secret life, and then dude's walking.
He dunks.
Yeah,
right?
in the softest attempt at suicide I've ever seen. He just lazily throws himself into the pool and is just kind of floating up top. It's like,
Dead man's float.
yeah, I really believe this kid wanted to end it all. But before he does that, it's great too. Like, he turns to the camera and stares at nothing for like a solid 10 seconds just so you can see the special effects they put on his face. Like, oh, he got beat up. That shot went on for way too long. And like, what was he looking at? Like, he's looking at a fire hydrant. Like, fire hydrant, am I going to do this? Yeah, I'm going to do this. And then he just lazily throws himself in the pool.
It's suspense, Sap. It's called suspense.
And see, when you told me about this movie, you said it was about a kid who had a porno addiction. So immediately I was like, oh, this wasn't Porno Kid. Because if he's ever seen porno, he's not about to kill himself. He would understand. Like, this maybe just like is his friend, and his friend's death was traumatic to him, so he spiraled out of control. And then he found the porno because the hardship of his friend's lazy suicide, and he was like, I need something, and he finds genitals mashing, and he's like, oh, and then he spirals.
Life ain't so bad.
I have purpose.
That's a good guess, though.
That's all the movie was giving me. That's all it gave me.
I love that you're
like
immediately like, there's no way that
It couldn't
that's
be
the
the kid. He's not killing himself. Porno doesn't make you do that. Like, I've cranked it to every porno ever. It's impossible. Impossible.
That's how these Lifetime movies go. Someone always tries to kill themselves in a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, you get the very end at the beginning, and then you see the struggle of the woman who tried to keep it all together.
We flash back to him swimming laps in that same pool.
Yeah, this is 3 months earlier.
Like, good. Everything's great. He's on top of the world.
He's kicking ass. His family's cheering. His little brother's there, too. Not in school, but whatever. And
great support system.
Just super happy for him. And the coach is like, oh, you're the best kid. And he wins the competition. And due to his efforts, he gets selected to be a statewide swimmer. He's going to state, boys and girls.
And this is only 3 months. 3 months between everything is perfect and I'm going to kill myself because of
porn took over his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he had everything he could ever want. And then he got state. And then that's when things started to change. Because the cool kids, the seniors, they were like, hey, Justin, I heard you're going to state. That's pretty awesome, bro. We should hang out sometime. And he's like, really? And then, of course, the silent, seductive, slightly scantily clad lady is like, ew. And he's like, ooh. And it's like all your other, like, shitty high school cliches in there. Just like the one really cool jock guy and then the big, like, dumb jock guy and then scantily clad broad. Like, they're all there. It's shitty right out the gate. Right out the gate.
He's got the perfect virgin girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She a very sweet, well-educated, attractive young lady who's just waiting for that right moment. So, of course, that's another one of your shitty cliches. There you go.
She just wants the first time to be magical, was the word.
Yeah. I like it, too, when he's talking to the seniors, and this is something the movie did a lot, which is how I know it was made for moms in the early 2000s as well. Like, anytime Justin, the main character, was in a situation where there could be trouble, they would just start playing, like, this really shitty nu metal. Like,
yeah.
And it was so bad how much, like, I could almost hear the exact, like, Linkin Park songs they were ripping off the entire time. Like, it was, like, I had to actually concentrate. Like, is this actually Linkin Park? No, it's not. Like, it's practically the same beat, but what is dude even saying here? I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. But yeah, like, just to let the moms know, like, a spooky, scary moment was happening, they play some nu metal. It's like, oh, that's the stuff my baby listens to.
Yeah, it's like, and at the finish, it didn't make a difference.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, so all the cool kids are like, you're cool now. And then, like, the older girl is just like, ew, looking at him, he's like, oh, you know, it feels like a little twitch in his pants. So
we should mention that these Lifetime movies are designed to, like, teach parents how to identify and deal with deal with problems that they might recognize in their kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The scantily clad girl, her character upsets me the most because they just make her a total caricature of a fictional version of an evil whore.
Oh, we'll get there.
Pretty much.
The movie first spent some time letting you know that Mom is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mom is the best.
She's on the phone. She's talking about sex with her buddy, like her girlfriend's on the phone going, and then he walked right in and he jumped my bones, and the mom's like, ooh, give me more details. 'Cause she's down with that kind of thing.
She's no prude.
Wasn't this mom talking to the lady when she was going to pick up her son? She was like, I got to meet somebody at 5:30. You got to make me look hot. And she was like, all right, fine. And then she was like, how'd you do? And she's getting all the dirty gossip. And she's like, ooh, just ovulating over there.
You know, the mom also mentions that she took the day off from work to have a hair and makeup day.
Yeah.
I found that very unethical.
I didn't really quite understand what she was saying. I was kind of confused by that. Like, if she took the day off to do people's hair and makeup? Because that's what she ended up doing for that one gal.
Well,
like,
we never see a hint that she has a job, really.
Well, yeah, you see that she's in an office and she's working with a lady who's far more intelligent than she is.
Yeah, teaching her about clearing browser history.
Yeah.
Another thing they're teaching parents to do also.
Yeah.
The mom has a legendary swimming award on display at the school where her kids are going to. The kid talks about he gets a trophy and it's right up next to mom's. Can you believe it? Like, he's so proud to finally compare to his mother.
He'll finally be something. His mom does God only knows what and is the biggest idiot there. But in high school she swam and now he swims.
Well, she's the perfect woman.
He lives to impress her before porn.
Yeah.
It's like, talk about a 180.
Yeah, and it's, typical family, like, cliches all the way. Like, the brothers love each other, but they still fight and pick around with each other. Yeah, it's all that other crap. Like,
shut up, dork.
Right from the beginning of this movie, I hated it, just to be clear. Like, I was mad from the beginning, and it didn't end the entirety of the film.
That makes me happy.
Oh, I was so mad.
I've got another one of these, too.
Yeah.
We were in different rooms when Chase texted you to ask how you liked it, and you said, I fucking hated it. And we were both just laughing, could hear each other from the other room.
It's true. That's true. It's the only way I can describe it. So, yeah. Anyway, it's about this kid, Justin. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Things are going great. He's got his girlfriend, Amy. The cool kids are looking after him. Things are looking up. So he gets invited to the cool kids party. And he gets to this party, and it's on a weekday at like 7 p.m., so like super early, and it's already...
it's a beer party.
It is packed, too. It is super packed. Like, there is ridiculous amount... He saves a woman from falling into the pool. Like, there's teenagers everywhere drinking beer. Then they go into a basement, and all the cool kids are using, like, the first edition of Internet TV, where you could just use your keyboard on your TV, and they're just totally looking up porn.
Yeah, right? That seemed like a little advance for back then.
Right? And, like, look, their 56K was doing that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that dial-up was handling that porno? No, not happening. But they're just thumbing through it, and they're going through it, and everybody's watching. It's like, oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, and the girls are like...
Look at those fucking freaks.
Yeah, do you really like this? It's like, I don't know. It's kind of funny. We're just checking it out. And, they're pounding beers and stuff, and Justin
then the irresponsible piece of shit dad comes out.
Well, before that, though, Justin and his girlfriend, they go downstairs, everybody's drinking, and they offer him drinks, and they're just like, oh, no, we don't drink. Which, at this moment, I was like, oh, there's a problem, but I'll touch on that later. So...
That's a problem.
So they're down there watching porno, and their bouncer, who's at the sliding glass door, has a radio that reaches out to, like, the cool guy whose house it is, and he's just like, code P911 or whatever, and that means his dad is there. And somehow his idiot dad, which is a theme in this movie, all men are dumb. If you're a grown-up adult man, you don't know how to take care of your kids. He walks through this sea of shitty people who are drinking with a beer in his hand, like he's got a beer too, and he goes downstairs. Everybody hides their beers. He's like, how's it going down here, son? And his son, like, flips it to, like, an old football game. And Dad's like, oh, I remember that game. And just stares at the TV. And he's like, Dad, get out of here.
Yeah, well, you know what you're learning here? You're learning that you don't make friends with your kids. That's the lesson here.
I think they're just trying to say that all men are incapable, but yeah, I guess that's part of it too.
Oh, because he comes in, he's like, what's up, son? Yeah, I'm a cool dad. You can have a party at my house, that's fine. if you're drinking, I'd rather you do it here. And then like he like fist bumps his son,
but that's the thing though.
His son is like, Dad, will you go away? And he's like, right, I'm a cool dad, so
but
I'll
everybody
leave you be.
Everybody hid their beers though, Chase. Not very well too. One dude just like put it on a shelf, like you could still see it.
Yeah,
I missed that.
It was a lot like that Simpsons episode where the fucking beer baron guy comes in and they just hold the beers behind their back.
Yeah. It was practically, pretty much that bad. So yeah, no, like they're watching the porno.
Oh yeah,
and
also fucking when they put on the porno, the Justin kid is like, they're like, crap, we gotta use a credit card. And the Justin's kid is like, just use your dad's credit card.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I don't want my dad to find out, idiot. It's like, yeah, obviously.
But also at said party, Monica, who's the older, scantily clad broad, is giving Justin the eye. He's getting all boned up by this. But at the exact same time, Amy, Justin's girlfriend, is just like, I can't do this. I can't watch this porno. So he's like, all right, let's go, baby. So they jet, but then he gives Monica eyes again, and he's like, ooh, like he's boned up.
I just want to comment on how when that scene started, Chase was cracking up by how horrified the girlfriend was by just looking around at other teenagers holding beers.
I know, it was like a nightmare world for her. She's like, and she's like scrunching up, like, don't touch me.
And then when they leave the party, they're talking like it was the worst possible scenario.
Yeah, he apologized for taking her there.
Yeah, he did. Cause
it's a fucking party full of your friends.
He's trying to score some points. Like he's trying to break down that wall. Her with her, we gotta wait. And what did she say? She's like, it's gonna be great, I promise. Like, how do you even fucking know? You don't know shit. The first few times suck.
She said she was seeing healthier relationships on Animal Planet or something like that.
Yeah. What was he like? He's like, you watch animals fucking?
Oh yeah, like you saw their dicks and stuff? Tell me about it.
The wombat dick was weird.
Wombat dick?
Yeah, if you're watching Animal Planet.
Stacy's
into the weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the party though, that's when things really start getting a little out of control for Justin. They leave the party, he drops off Amy, he tries to do like a jab just to try to get some of that V, and she turns him down. He's like, next time. But then it cuts to him like he's at school and he's got a PDA in his hand, which somehow in 2002 he got a fucking data package on this PDA, and he's like looking up naked photos and emailing them to himself.
Yeah, he borrows that from his girlfriend.
Yeah, he takes his girlfriend's PDA and is just straight emailing like all kinds of scantily clad lady photos to himself.
He downloads it to the hard drive. Mm-hmm. It does. It says save to disk, and he selects it, and then she walks up. She's like, "Can I have my PDA back?" He's like, "Sure." I just put a bunch of like chicks getting railed on it, but here you go.
Well, she was like, "What do you do with that?" He was like, "Nothing." She's like, "I know you're lying to me." He's like, "All right, I was playing a game." She's like, "Yeah, I knew it." But then the coach comes up to him and like is getting on his ass. He's like, "Get in the water!" What is his name? Peterson, get in the goddamn water! And he gets in it and he does a horrible job. You know why? Because boners have a lot of drag.
No, we're not there yet. What are you talking about?
We skipped the part where
we haven't even had his first jacking it experience. That's when he goes home after the party and he's jacking it at 1 a.m.
But was he jacking it? I think he was just looking and Mom walked in.
He should have been jacking it.
Yeah, and I'll touch on that a little bit more.
He's jacking it.
I'll touch on that a little bit more later too. But yeah.
I wrote down one of the pop-ups. It said, "A lust for a bust."
Yeah, what was it? I thought he was talking to somebody named Stroke Man at first, who was throwing him the photos. I was like, "That's the best name ever." But there's like, "Oh no, they were just calling him Stroke Man." That's not the same.
He's the Stroke Man?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh my god.
That'd be great if just some random dude was popping up named Stroke Man, like, "Hey, young man, check this out." And they like slid it to him.
Is that entirely why they had him be a swimmer? So that his screen name could be Stroke Man? Stroke Man becomes the Stroke Man.
It's like the worst Mega Man boss.
Yeah. But that wasn't really his screen name, though. Like, Like, he always went by the alias Swimmer, and, like, it wasn't his real screen name, but people were just calling him Stroke Man. And fun fact, at one point in the movie when he was working on his history paper, I loved the title of the paper. If you looked at it, dead center, very top in bold letters, history paper.
We missed that.
Got a kick out of that. That's some lazy fucking writing right there. I don't know, just call it history paper.
There is a high school locker scene where we get into some modern day, we're in the real world stuff, and they talk about whether Green Day or Switchfoot is better.
Oh, God, I threw up in my mouth hearing this.
Must be a Switchfoot fan. Green Day is decidedly better.
How do you compare the two? Yeah. It's like, Switchfoot is for altar boys. Green Day is where it's at. So shut up.
So
Shut the fuck up.
That's where he was teasing his girlfriend about listening to Christian rock.
Yeah, and then Monica, the scantily clad broad, came on up and was like, "Yeah, Green Day's better," and she was agreeing with Justin, and then Amy's just like, "Peh." And he was like, "All right, let me listen to Switchfoot one more time, and we'll see." Okay, I guess it's not so bad because I still want to beat up that V.
It's like I could really crank it to this.
I mean, crank this up. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That serpent woman with her low-cut shirts and her Green Day, just evil.
God, every time it gets...
Okay, so then after that, the dad has his bumbling speech with his son.
But we didn't even get to where his mom woke up at 1 a.m.
Yeah, the mom just wakes up for no apparent reason at 1 a.m., and she can hear the old-timey keyboards. If you all can remember, like, the old, like,
it's so fucking loud.
Yeah, it's
What
so
is he
loud.
doing on that thing?
She sees the light on, her hands were immediately on her hips, like, what is he doing up? I'm gonna go yell at him.
He's like over there typing boobs, boobs, pussies, pussies.
And he's punching the keyboard for every stroke, too. He's like, clack, 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 like, it's loud.
He's just typing, whacking it, whacking it, whacking it, whacking it.
So,
That's how they did it back then.
He's fumbling through it. And was this one of the scenes where they were just like, they did like pop-up explosion like crazy? Like, mom walks in, he's like, no! And then like 47 like porno pop-ups just happen.
No, that wasn't this time. This time he like successfully hides it, but it's too late.
Oh, okay. I
Right,
gotcha.
because they're still teaching the parents, like, this is what your kids will do. If you walk into a room and you see them do this, and the screen changes, you know what's going on.
Yeah. So mom catches him, was just like, oh, what are you doing? And he was like, social studies, I gotta go to bed.
She's so shook by it, too.
I swear he was just looking at a close-up of boobs, like, low-cut shirt, and she reacted as if it was the most hardcore,
Yeah.
degrading porn.
That's all he looks at, is women in, like, tank tops and, like, swimsuits.
Yeah. I got this top at JCPenney. Oh, yeah?
Did you get a deal on that?
Yeah, it looks like it's from the fall catalog. Me likey.
These JCPenney catalogs are tearing this family apart.
So mom is mortified. She goes into the bedroom and tries to wake up the husband. She's like, honey.
They wake up.
Justin is looking at porn.
What?
And he's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I got work in the morning.
He's looking at pictures of naked ladies. And he's like, all teenage boys do that. They just want to look at ladies with big boobs. She's like, I never said they had big boobs. And then just goes back to bed.
Yeah, I wrote that down. Fatal mistake. All guys do it.
Don't
the mom
divulge
gives him
the info.
Yeah, the mom's like, what is she? I think you already said it. The mom's like, I didn't say she had big boobs.
Yeah, she got all mad.
And then she goes over to her side of the bed, and then she, like, looks over at the dad like, huh, he knows porno, too. They're all against me. The dad also has to, he has to have that conversation with his kid, and he says he keeps Playboys under his bed.
Oh, yeah, that's when the dad actually has a conversation. He's like, it's not that bad. I mean, everybody looks. I mean, when I was your age, we used to keep Playboys under our bed.
And his main point is there's more to relationships than sex.
Yeah, and the whole time, like, the kid's just, like, smiling and nodding his head, just like, yeah, Dad, yeah. And he's like, do you hear what I'm saying? No. He's like, yeah, I love your mom no matter what. It's not just the physical. He's like, okay. What is that fucking... Doesn't solve anything.
He's like, you're saying I should get magazines so that I don't have to use a computer to crank it.
So I gotta hide some stuff under my bed is what you're saying.
Gotcha, Dad.
Well, he kind of immediately insinuates that you were caught looking at porn, so now you're automatically dehumanizing women and only see them as vaginas now.
Oh, yeah, that is it. He's like, son, women are people.
Yeah.
Did you know this?
And when he reports back to the mom, she's like, really? That's what you said, you idiot? That's all you did? It's like,
that doesn't fix anything. And at this point, he's looking at nothing. He's just looking at ladies wearing outfits. She's like, what?
Yeah, she's like, what does the dad say to her? But I forget. But she says, like, are you fucking serious? Did you seriously say that? And then he's like, gotta go, what I actually said is that women are people and not just fuckholes. And then she's like, I guess that suffices. But you're still a shitty husband.
She genuinely seemed like she just wanted him to go in and say, you were very bad and you should never look at that stuff.
Yeah. Well, and then that's when it goes to her at work, and this is where, like, her her coworker is way smarter than she is, because she's just, like, index finger pounding the keyboard with a perplexed look on her face, and, like, friend comes over, she's like, is there a way you can tell, what your kids have looked at? And she's like, oh, sure, all you gotta do is check out the history right here. But everybody knows a kid knows how to get rid of the history, so you're kind of screwed on that front. She's like, what? Like, just blows her mind. And what does she say? She says something like, the internet's a scary place now. Or the internet's becoming a scary place. She's like, honey, you don't even know. Like,
she said this way before it actually was a scary place.
Yeah.
I got an email like 8 months ago.
Yeah. They just popped in their first free AOL trial disc, and the world's gone to shit.
After that is the fucking Justin's sweet Linkin Park Red Bull cranking it marathon.
Oh, yeah. Like,
the camera's like overhead, like doing these sweeping shots, and he's like, I'm cranking it. I'm not cranking it, but I should be.
No, the whole time he's just watching. Like, he's just intensely watching it. And I love that. Oh, that's one thing I love about this movie, is that they never once just touch on the fact that anybody's pleasing themselves to it. They make it just seem like they're just addicted and they can't stop watching it, and that's all they do. But more so, this kid went through so many goddamn energy drinks in this movie. That was the real problem.
Yeah, they're trying to tell you that the energy drinks are bad, too. Every time he's doing bad shit, he's got a fucking energy drink in his hand.
They play nu metal, and he's never once cranking it, and he's never doing anything obscene. This movie was far less about the fact that he enjoyed looking at porno. It should have been more about the fact that he was listening to terrible music and pounding energy drinks.
A good Christian family has none of these things in their house. None of these things!
That's true. That's true.
I also found it strange that there are never any men in the porn that they're talking about. It's just pictures of ladies.
Yeah.
And the older girl who preys on him, like, it just makes her evil because she's promiscuous or whatever, or, sexually free or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Well, during that montage is where we paused it and read the words on the screen.
This is so funny that this was on Lifetime.
This was shocking.
I never paused it. I can't wait to hear
Are you ready for this? Here, I'm going to read an excerpt.
These were on the porn pages.
Nice.
It shows a picture of a nice lady, and next to it is text that says, Pat is an expert sucker, and you can see the full-length video of her deep-throating our boy, and then getting her titties fucked in the members area.
What?
It says that.
How'd this get by Lifetime?
On the screen. Her titties
It's not censored?
Fucked. Yeah.
It's not censored.
Straight up.
I fucking couldn't believe it. I thought for sure I was going to be writing down, like, this tame shit, like...
Yeah.
Like, Pat is a grade A, like, sultress. I don't know.
She can work that body oh so naughty. Ooh.
But no, she's
Or
deep-throating and she's getting her titties fucked, bro.
Man, that is an oversight. Like, how do you not... Jesus.
This was a full screen shot too, where they're like panning over it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I could read it.
I'm upset that I missed that. Well, I changed everything I've said about this movie. This is now in my top 5.
Just because of that.
Because of this one part.
Because of the mistake.
Yes.
We gotta make one. David is an expert sucker. And you can see the full-length video of him deep-throating our boy in David's corner.
See the full-length video and see if he can take the full length. Click now. Okay, so yeah, I think I kind of jumped ahead, but now's the point in the movie where things just really start getting... Well, yeah, things start getting a little out of control for him. Like, he's staying up all night and is like porno binging and energy drink fest, and like he's doing his swim meets and he's falling behind. Like he's getting 3rd place when he used to get 1st place. He's got all that boner drag in the water because he's checking out porno on the PDA beforehand, and like his coach is not having it. I love how pissed his coach gets at him. Like he gets out of the water, he's like, "What the fuck, man?" Like it's not that bad, but it's not like nowadays coach would be like, "All right, well, I've seen your A game, and I feel like you were on the B game today. Now, what I need from you is to bring that A game, and the best way to get to it is to do this. Help me understand why you are not on your A game." But instead, the coach is just like, "This is disgraceful. You're better than this. I can't even look at you."
Family.
Yeah, the mom sits in the bleachers just with this "I'm so disappointed" face. Like anytime he doesn't win,
the motherfucker couldn't have had it like a bad day. Maybe the other guys were really good at swimming that day. It is a competition. He didn't fucking come out as number 1, and everyone's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, he came in 3rd, and they looked at him like he stabbed grandma at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The way the mom looks at him, like you have disappointed this whole family. Yeah. It's like, "Fuck you, bitch." Jesus Christ, you uptight bastard. Yeah, I really hate the mom.
No, so...
She's awful.
Yeah.
And the movie is like, she's perfect, and she's doing all the right moves.
Yep.
Yeah, so Justin's slipping, and he's still hanging out with the cool kids, and the main cool senior is just like, "What's up?"
Well, at the end of the at the Crank Fest, when he's pounding the Red Bulls, that's when the little brother walks in, and is traumatized by the porno.
No, that was the Crank Fest was overnight. This was when mom's like, "Get him, dinner's in like 5 minutes," and he was like, "Okay." Yeah. And that's when he sees it.
Yeah, it's the same one.
No, goddamn it, Siddharth.
I wrote it down, damn it.
We just watched it, though. That was like in the middle of the day, or it was evening or whatever, and it was 5 minutes to dinner.
He's got it all.
So anyway,
and then it does a little thing, and then the kid walks in, and he's like, "Dinner's in 5 minutes. Oh, what's this?" And then the little brother like holds all the fucking cards.
That was when the pop-ups went crazy. He tried to close it, and then all of a sudden, boobs.
Yeah, he was the master of porno up until like the little brother walked in. He was like, "Oh!" And then labias everywhere.
Yeah.
The little brother's like, "I'm gonna tell mom," and he's like, "No, come here, I'll show you."
Yeah,
and then they cut to dinner, and the fucking little brother
shell-shocked.
1,000-yard stare. And the mom's like, "Is he okay?" And Justin's like, "Oh yeah, bro, he just killed like a drug dealer in GTA. High five."
Yeah.
Another point that the mom is cool because she's letting him play GTA.
Yeah, the kid can the 8-year-old kid is allowed to play Grand Theft Auto and get some roadside BJs from hookers, but
an 8-year-old should not be playing that fucking game.
No, unless you're me.
They really seem to equate porn and masturbating to staying up all night playing video games. Because staying up all night drinking Red Bulls and stuff, that's what you do when you're playing video games all night, not cranking it over and over and over, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. That's logical.
Moving on.
Don't need to talk about this topic anymore.
I don't even like Red Bull.
I don't know.
But I need it.
Yeah.
Well, the little brother is at his little black friend's house.
No, they were in Justin's room.
Oh, they were in his room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, and then the little black kid's like, I just shot down 3 more Nazi planes, and he's like so fucking bored about it.
Yeah.
And they're having their PB&J and glasses of milk, like, showing you how innocent they are.
The little brother's like, yo, I got the real shit. Have you ever typed in boobs on the internet?
And he's like,
Prepare
what?
to be blown away.
What was the search term at the beginning of, like, when they were at the beer party? I think it was...
Oh, I had it written down. It was,
naked college
yeah,
babes.
naked college babes.
What do you want to look off to stimulate your erection into an orgasm? I don't know, naked college babes? Yeah.
Bro, you want to, like, sit in a room with everyone else and get boners? Yeah.
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do it.
Have you ever been in that scenario? I've had, like, one time where dudes are playing porno in the room, and it's like, why? Why are we doing this?
It's been a couple of occasions, and one of them was weird, because it was definitely, like, 6 dudes and 1 lady.
And you're all just glancing back at her the whole time.
I had said that at a party once, like, isn't that weird, just gathering around watching porno with your buddies?
It was the first thing to happen, too, like, walking the front door, like, hey, everybody, porno.
Ooh.
And everybody is, like, focused, just watching it. And I was like, well, we're not gonna turn up music and slam beers, apparently. We're just
right? That's what happens, too. Is the volume goes down and nobody says anything anymore, and the porno is everything.
Yeah. Again, in this scenario, 1 broad, like, in between 7 dudes, and she's uncomfortable. She's not saying anything.
What are you watching?
It's just porn. It's genital smashing. So yeah, like, Justin is in way too deep. He's got his little brother, like
he's watching his mom swim.
Yeah, no, so
because his life is falling apart.
Yeah, everything, because, well, no, like, he's talking to the cool kids, and that starts to crumble, because, like, that Justin kid is like, hey, or not Justin's the main kid, like, the really cool senior is just like, you know that broad Monica? And he's like, yeah. He's like, she's pretty easy, you could probably get at that. And Justin's like, did you get her? And he's like, no, man, that'd be weird, because she's my best friend's chick, but you totally could. This dude's an ass.
Yeah, what the
He's
fuck?
a fucking ass. So then they go back to his house, and, like, they go down to, like, their 2002 futuristic computer television, and Justin's like, hey, man, you know how we were checking out porno that one time? I got something to show you. And then, like, a blip, like, immediately, like, he just pulls up a picture that's of a lady in bondage, and kid is like, oh, I'm gonna get so much spam, get that off my TV. That's disgusting. You're a freak. You're a fucking freak.
Yeah.
And it was nothing.
This was the kid that introduced him to the porno also.
Yeah. Yeah, so now he's losing face with the cool kids, and so, like, things are just going bad. So he goes back to the high school for whatever reason. He's just there, and you see him looking into the pool, and you see somebody cutting laps. It's clearly a lady, and he's just looking in there, kind of like he's digging it. Like, he's like, oh.
What?
Yeah. No, like, because, like, he's looking at the pool, and then you see a lady swimming. I'm like, who is that? Then it cuts back to him, cuts back to the lady. I'm like, shit, that's his mom. Cuts back to him, and he's still just, like, staring at it.
And
cuts
then
back
he
to
dreams
mom, like,
of being side by side swimming with her.
Yeah, they're having a great time in the pool.
Again.
Yeah, just like, oh, yay, I'm in the pool with mom. And then, like, he just goes to leave. He's like, oh. And she's like, honey, no, don't go.
That's the thing I was talking about before, where he dreams of impressing his mom and living up to his mom's expectations, but porn just gets in the way.
Yeah, she was a great mom, and he could have been as great as her if he would have just, kept doing it, but the porno. Now he'll never be as great as that great woman.
They talk about him like he's a fucking idiot, too.
Yeah.
Like, when his swimming starts to slip, they're like, swimming's all he fucking has. He's not going to college using his brain. Did you see him spelled together? He spelled it with an A. An A.
Yeah,
they don't say that, but we see him.
Yeah, they
type.
don't say that, but yeah, he's like together when he's talking to Monica. Yeah, we never touched on the fact that Monica has her own just like
she's a cam girl.
Let's talk about Monica for a little while here.
So
How old is she?
She's a senior.
No. In the story, she's a senior, but much like in Stitches, she is way older than everybody else.
I know why she was picked, too. The actress's name is Nicole Dicker.
Yes! Ah! I made sure to write a note of that. Like, in the opening credits, all I saw was the last name Dicker, and I was like, yeah, this is a porno movie, all right.
Yeah, that's at the top of my notes.
Is that actually her?
Yeah, I looked it up. It's Monica.
Well, that's why she got picked. You nailed it right there. Boom. Well, open shut.
It's like the Christian conservative writer was like, she's perfect.
I can tell she's trashy just by her last name.
Get that skank in front of this camera.
So you like dicks, huh? What? You're perfect.
Thank you.
So Monica's got a website that I don't understand exactly.
I'm not too sure about it either, but, I mean, they're limited to what they can do on Lifetime movies, I guess, but...
She's got, like, fuckmonica.com. You go on there, and you see, like, GIFs of her in slightly revealing clothing. And you can send her emails and apparently just get a date with her. And she also goes to high school with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows about her site, and her whole character just seems to be whoever wrote it, whatever angry mom wrote this script, just she heard rumors about some girl at her son's high school who's like a dirty whore, gives everyone blowjobs, and she was just like, oh, she sounds horrible, when that shit is usually fucking rumors.
She is. She was the dirty whore that preys on our precious children.
Yeah.
Yep. She was taking her sweet little baby away.
He goes on that first date with her.
That she wants to jerk him off in the middle of the pizza place or whatever that was.
Yeah, she's like, touch my tit. And he's like, oh, I don't know about this.
I need to leave.
So yeah, he doesn't make it. He was supposed to be home at 9 p.m. He lied to his folks. He said he was going to go to his girlfriend's Amy's house, but instead he went to go hang out with Monica, the cam broad, and he was cold busted because while he was hanging out, he got a call at his house from Amy trying to reach out to him, and his mom was like, he's supposed to be with you. And not the case.
Yeah, what's his lie there? He's like, I was at the library.
Yeah, he was like, I went to the library, and I tried calling you and Amy, and I had absolutely no service. And his mom was like, show me the books then. He was like, all right. So he starts like reaching into his bag, and she's like, I've seen enough. Just go to bed.
These are all porno magazines.
Yeah, and then it goes to like the mom like the next day. She's cleaning like the little brother's room, because at one point you see the little brother go back into Justin's room and he gets like a CD and starts clearly like stealing porno and putting it on there. But the mom finds
yeah, what is the CD labeled? Like Virgin
Vaginas.
Nice.
So like this 7 or 8 year old kid steals all the porno and goes, oh, Virgin Vaginas, that's what I'll label it. Like, he could have said anything. He really could. He could have put like Mario Paint on there. Yeah, something. StarCraft. Mom would be like, oh, it's one of those stupid games. Not Virgin Vaginas. How the fuck are you? You could put anything on. Do you think he'd mistake it for something? Like, he'd go to play, like, I want to play StarCraft. No, it's just titties. My bad.
Whacking a disc. Don't tell mom. But yeah, the mom finds it in the little brother's top drawer, and then he's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
A funny line, a line I thought was funny, is when she said she was yelling at the older son when they're, reaming the both of them about finding virgin vaginas. She's like, you brought porn into this house, and I won't have of it. Porn is just heroin in this movie.
Yeah.
It's corrupting the house at the very level. But the Justin's excuse for it, because he's like a wizard of spinning this. He says the guys in the locker room, his swimming mates, they were making fun of him and his girlfriend because they're so like conservative about sex. So they put together a bunch of naked ladies, a bunch of virgin vaginas, onto a disc and gave it to him like as a joke, Mom. His excuse there is that they're making fun of me because we're so conservative. And then in real life, he goes to his fucking locker room, and his teammates are like going, "You're a freak, leather boy."
Yeah.
They call him the porn king.
Yeah. Now, he, at this point, too, I think this is when Mom, like, just removed the computer from his room altogether. And they show him, like, he goes to, like, he's in, like, Chinatown or, like, some weird, just, like, seedy street. And he goes into this building, and they have, like, internet access in the back. And there's just one computer. And they make sure to keep doing cuts to the keyboard, which is just covered in
so
filth.
gross.
Yeah.
Just filth. And he's going in there, and...
It's like someone threw up on it and let it dry.
Yeah.
But he's got to get to the porn.
Just way in the back of this dingy butcher shop, and there's like, oh yeah, computer there, go ahead. And it's just filthy.
Yeah, where can you access something like that? Like, what the fuck is that?
I don't remember in the early 2000s just passing by, like, a fish market, and they were like, yeah, we have one computer in the back, $5 an hour. Like, that shit didn't exist.
It's strange. That's the first version of a internet cafe, I guess.
I guess, yeah. So he's doing that, and the parents are doing everything they can at home, putting, like, their porno block on the computers. Like, the mom walks home from, like, a computer shop with, like, 4 giant boxes of, like, anti-porno stuff. And the 7-year-old is like, I'll help you install it, but we're really good with computers, so we'll get through it. And she's just like, okay. And they still just do it. Like, it's fucking dumb.
Yeah, did that ever come into play either?
No, because Justin...
That was just another thing, teaching you parents there's software out there to spy on your kids.
But they're
Just
also
so you know.
so smart that they know how to get around it, so you have to go extreme. But yeah, then like at this point, like, Justin, he keeps trying to bang Amy, his actual girlfriend, and she's not having it.
Yeah, he's just gonna rip her pants off at this time.
He's not discreet about it. No, like, the bedroom door is wide open, and he like jumps on her, and he's like,
her
"We're
mom
gonna
was home."
fuck." Yeah. He's like,
walking by with the laundry
no.
like he was about to stick his dick in her.
Yeah, he leaves the room, and she's like, "Oh, if she said yes, like he'd be like he'd be fondling his shorts down, like boned out, just like, I'm gonna get this." And Mom would be like, "You need to leave."
You can't have your dick out on my daughter. Please go.
We're a good Christian family here, so
Appreciate if you don't have sex in front of us.
and please don't prematurely come on anything in this house because I don't want to clean that.
And she's like, Justin, you can't fuck my virgin holes.
Jesus Christ.
And then he's like, fine, well, maybe I could find someone who will let me fuck their holes.
Yeah, it was the other way around. She was like, well, maybe you need to find somebody who will if you just can't wait. And he was like, maybe I will. And he just walks out and rams his boner into the mom. He's like, get out of the way.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then he
knocked the
immediately
laundry
goes
basket
to hang
over.
out with Monica again.
Not
Yeah,
immediately, but it's
oh my
close
god,
after.
this when he gets together with Monica and she brings him up to, like, fucking her parents' room or something, and
Yeah,
there's
she's like, hi, good seeing you. Let's go fuck.
Yeah, immediately, like, he comes to the house. He's like, wow, this place is nice. She's like, what, did you think I was just a cheap whore? He's like, whoa. And she's like, just kidding.
anyway, let's go bone.
Yeah, then he has a moment of conscience. Like, she's up there just, like, ready to just throw that dick inside her. And he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, it's seeing pictures of her grandparents. He's like, I don't know, I can tell that they'd be disappointed in me too.
Yeah. This isn't what they would have wanted.
Like, the ghost of her grandparents are gonna see him get a blowjob.
Yeah, then all of a sudden he's decided, like, no, this is going too fast. I thought it'd be more special than this. I need to leave. And she goes fucking crazy and is like, get out!
She's
Get
like,
the fuck out!
You're turning me down?
You don't
You're
turn me
turning
down.
me down?
She goes fucking crazy. Like, that's
Yeah, she
just
screams at him, "Get the fuck out of here!"
promiscuous women for you. They'll go fucking crazy if you turn them down.
Yeah.
The best case is to fuck him in that, I guess. That's what the movie said. The movie basically said, no, just fuck her. Trust me, it'll be better for you.
Well, they were saying, like, don't tangle with those kinds of women at all. They're trouble.
But if you get that
She was a
far in,
demon.
fuck it.
She goes into the bathroom and looks at herself, and then fucking
Bashes
bangs her head into the sink. So she's like bleeding out of her forehead.
Did you guys happen to catch that the initial wound was completely different from the wound they showed later?
No.
Oh, yeah. When she smacked her head on the counter, like, the wound itself was on her hairline. Like, that's where the blood was coming from. And then later when you see her, it's like an inch down her forehead. It's like, what the fuck? Come on.
And she has, like, an additional black eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently told all the jock guys that he beat her up because she was so furious that he turned her down. She's gotta make up rumors about him.
But that's all she told him. Like, just random dude just beat her up.
Yeah.
Like, her boyfriend was like, you think it's okay to beat up women? Pow, pow, pow. Like, kicking his ass in an alley. Like, that's it? She was just like, he beat me up. Like, no backstory or anything. Like, they just took it at face value. Like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah. Pretty much. That was like this movie's version of when a girl turns a guy down and then he tells everybody that she blew him anyway or something. Or
Yeah.
See, that part of the movie is teaching the children. Do you see what could happen? Do you see what could happen, little boys?
Don't have sex.
You try to have sex early, you get your ass kicked in an alley by a bunch of dudes.
Don't listen to older women. And that same night, too, like, when he gets his ass kicked, like, he goes over to Amy's, and he's like... Early in the movie, too, he was adamant about, like, I'm not going to church. Then he was like, I just think I want to make it work. I know I've got a problem with this porno. I want to go to church with you. So he's turned his life around. But then he gets his ass beat for not fucking.
Yeah, we're at the part of the movie where he keeps going like, I understand, I have a problem. And then in the next
he's
scene,
so fucking ashamed every time he's caught. Like, he is so ashamed. And then his mom is still like, you're not ashamed enough.
And then he's like, fine. And he takes her credit card and he goes and buys, he buys
the
internet.
The movie definitely, like, jumps dramatically. Like, all he was doing was just going and looking at porno pictures. And it's like, oh no, the computer's not in my room anymore. I need to buy all porno. And he just steals the credit card and loses his mind.
Yeah. What kind of fool pays for porn?
Right? God damn. Even in 2002.
Hold on. There's like free porn out there?
Oh no. Siddharth Live.
I'm a member.
Oh no, you're stupid.
Oh, you have a very soft skull, don't you?
I mean, it depresses a little bit.
You might not notice this.
I probably said a lot of things you didn't catch this whole time, huh?
I feel sad, but I don't know why.
So,
We're laughing.
When you laugh, I laugh.
All right.
I feel like we've gone on a long time about this movie, but to summarize,
This is where all my notes trail off to.
Well, this is like the end pretty much. Like, we
Yeah.
got to the point where...
This end is like half an hour long.
yeah. So like the kid gets his ass beat in an alley after Monica lies and says she got beat by him because he didn't stick it in.
You didn't titty fuck me, you asshole.
Yeah.
There's the side story where the mom's friend's marriage was destroyed by pornography.
Oh yeah, no, this is again, like, what was she even saying? She was like, he would stay up at all hours of the night just looking at porno when he had the real thing right in the next room, and he would never take advantage of it.
He couldn't bear to touch me. Like, bitch, that's not the porno's fault. You guys have fucking deep problems.
Yeah, maybe he thinks you're
For real.
ugly. I don't know. Like,
Maybe you guys fucking hate each other.
yeah, maybe
Work on that shit.
Maybe that's the one thing, like, he can watch it. He's like, the porno doesn't judge me for not cleaning the garage. And he just goes for it all night. Like, it's something.
I like the idea that he's like, welcome to my world, honey. This is what I do. I sit here and I jack it. And I like how they can't even say masturbate or anything.
No, they never once reference it in the entirety of the movie.
They reference it.
No, they don't.
Even the mom in this story is like, and he's looking at the pornography, and she gives a look, and the mom's like, oh, and then they move on.
Okay, that's the only time throughout the entire film, then. The only time.
They really just push that don't look at porn and masturbation is not healthy.
They don't even touch on the masturbation aspect. They're basically just like they push the Christian thing at the beginning. It's like when you go to church, it makes you sit back and look at these things that you obsess about, and you're like, huh, that's kind of stupid. That's what the movie was. And it was, the mom who she's fighting to keep this family together, but the porno is just making it so hard, and she's the best, but the porno, it sucked. This movie was horrible.
Very.
No, I'm not sorry.
I didn't say sorry. I said very. It was very horrible.
I'll make you watch it 10 times, motherfucker.
This was like our 4th time watching it.
I love this movie.
Jesus.
It made us laugh a lot. It's like a hate watch thing.
Blah, blah, blah. The kid tries to kill himself and then doesn't. The end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really doesn't go anywhere. Why does he change his mind?
He realizes that he had a lot to live for. He suddenly dawns on him how successful he was as a swimmer, and he's got a great support system with his family, and he needs to come to terms with how much he looks up to his mom, and he wants to swim by her side.
So instead of drowning, he swims a lap, and that's the end.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird. Like, it ends abruptly. Like, it goes back to the exact same flashback of him swimming with his mom, and then it's just over. It's like, movie, done.
It really didn't seem like anything was resolved.
Yeah, they didn't even show any of the blowback of what life was like after he was accused of beating up a lady, and he's still grounded for that semester, and Amy's like, I don't know if I could ever with you again. Like, it's...
He hasn't even gone home since his ass got kicked.
The end of the movie was Mom was right all along, and that was the movie.
What happens when he goes home? The mom's gonna fucking flip out and go, "Oh my god, you got your ass kicked. This porno thing's out of control.
Yeah,
you're going to military school."
She's gonna be like, "Find me the person who beat you up," and it's gonna
I'll
be
scowl at him.
that lumbering big guy who's like, "Nice. Why'd you beat up my boy?" Who's like, "You beat up my broad." She'd be like, "Why'd you beat up a broad?" Like, well, she was trying to play with my penis. She'd be like, "No, he came in to punch me, but he should have fucked his veg." And, like, there's a lot of unanswered questions. A lot of them.
So, Nutty Professor, this movie with you playing all the roles.
Yes. Absolutely. That'd be amazing. I would have way too much fun with that.
New topic.
The final verdict.
His Secret Life, the cyber seduction. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Really?
No, not really.
Okay, good.
I give it... Well, I mean, if you're looking for a movie that's hilariously awful and all the lessons are fucking wrong, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that's a good assessment.
It's quite enjoyable in the way that it's fucking wrong about everything.
Yes.
It really is. Like, it's... okay, and under those
terms... It views
terms...
porn in an unhealthy light. They're performers, they're people, fuck you.
New topic.
Would you rather... This one's kind of more directed at David, considering how you reacted to this movie.
Honestly, man. I thought you were going to be more furious, but...
I bit my tongue a little bit. We rambled so much that I lost my train of thought, so...
Okay,
part of that, too.
Would you rather be trapped in this movie as Justin? You're Justin. You're David, but you are in the body. Your mind is in the body of Justin.
Ugh.
Yourself now. You're trapped in the movie. You can't tell them who you are or anything. You just have to assume the life of Justin. Or you live your life as normal, but you have to get kicked in the balls for every meal 3 times a day.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, don't even think about snacking.
That's a light tap.
Oh, no.
You go to the movies and they're like, here's your popcorn and here's your kick in the balls.
That's a hard one, because that kid fucked up bad. Not to mention, like, his brother sucks, the dad sucks, his life just kind of blows.
What do you mean trapped in the movie, though? You're just like Groundhog's Day in the same 3 months over and over?
No. Not trapped in the movie in that sense. Like, I'm that kid. Like, I'm stuck in his shitty life that he made.
Yeah.
And, like, his life was shitty, in my opinion, before that. It might have been great before he figured out what porno was. I thought it sucked. And
pretty fucking boring.
I had to be doing, like, swim sprints. And at this point, I'm going to church because that's what he told fucking Amy he'd do. And I have integrity, so it's like, oh, fuck, I can't be a goddamn liar over here.
He has to live up to all of his mom's expectations, or else he gets the sour face.
Yeah, then I gotta swim with Mom on the weekends. Fuck. I don't know. But then getting kicked in the balls for every fucking meal.
Yeah, you're looking at pictures of scantily clad women, but you're never touching. Never touching.
Well, that's not part of the rules. That
He's in the movie.
That's hell.
Yeah, that's what you presented. Does he ever touch himself?
Wait.
You take off your shirt, you take off your pants, and then you just look at
He
ladies.
has some free will.
So I have to constantly drink energy drinks, never masturbate, turn down anybody who wants to fuck me, and
earn the respect of your mother.
The balls.
Yeah, right?
The balls. Yeah, I'll take the balls. Because eventually I've got to get somewhat numb to that. Like, they've just got to... They got to give at a point, right?
I would enjoy seeing David, like, maybe a couple years...
Pop?
Maybe a couple years after this has been going on for a while, and you're just, like... you're just ready for it each time, like, all right. You just get in position, and then you sit down for your meal. Don't even wince anymore.
Just walk up to, like, fucking restaurant, like, any second now. All right. All right, go.
All right. Let's go sit.
All right. Whew. All right, lobster bisque, and what do you want?
What would you pick, Chase?
What do you mean trapped in the movie?
You are in the body of Justin. You are Chase.
I'm transported
Yeah.
now into the body of Justin.
Yes.
At the 16 years old or whatever he is.
Sure.
I would run away. I would take Mom's Bronco or whatever piece of shit car she has and drive away.
Yeah.
Maybe off of a cliff.
It's like easy. I'd be Justin and I'd kill myself.
Yeah, you know, I'm going back to Justin. I'll actually finish the job in the pool.
Yeah, and I'll finish the job in front of the computer.
Finish the job with Monica. There's a lot of finishing this guy could have done.
Yeah, I would have
finished the race so the coach doesn't look at you like you're a jerk.
I would have fucked Amy in front of her mom. And then I would have been like, it's a party, baby.
Yeah. Turns into one of those pornos.
Show her how it's done.
I want to know how she gets away with constantly filming in either her parents' or like dead grandparents' room and maintains a website, and it just is okay.
Why is she insistent in fucking in their room? Just because she's twisted, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they insinuate, left and right.
He's like, I want to go to your room. She's like, no, we fuck in front of Nana and Pop-Pop.
But anyway, you remember that scene where she gets all the software to spy on the computer?
Uh-huh.
Well, David, I've got some bad news.
Oh, no.
Let's pull up the transcript of what David's been looking at recently. Presenting David Sapp's internet browser history. Fisting.com, assfisting.com, fistingandass.com, fisted.com, fistsinanass.com, nothing but fisting.com, fisting men's asses only.com, ham-fisted, parentheses, the ham is an ass.com, ironfistfuck.com, iron chef but with fisting.com, little people big fist.com, pissedoffistoff.com, neverbeenfisted.com, been fisted a lot.com, five-finger booty punch .com. When Fist Meets Ass, a love story about ass fisting.com. Boy, you sure would think that would be too many fists for one ass, but you would be wrong.com. MyLittlePony.com. Ponyfisting.com. Fist Me Under the Mistletoe.com. TheFistmasCarol.com. MrFister.com. TheFisterSisters.com. Fucking a whole lot of asses with a lot of fists in a row. And the asses were already fucked by other fists before these fists came into play. .com.
Some good stuff lately. It's been some good stuff. Gotta do what you gotta do.
New topic.
MC Hammer movie. A revisiting.
If nothing else about this movie, it's great that YouTube has pulled through and allowed us to watch trash and also lost gems. For example, we all got to watch the MC Hammer story again.
Yeah. I got to see it for the first time. Yeah, other than
yeah.
The music cut out weirdly.
And I didn't realize... did we already talk about this? How little Tupac was actually in it?
We talked about it amongst ourselves.
Okay, but we never brought it to the light of the podcast.
Yeah, we watched the movie and it wasn't like bad enough to make fun of, really.
No,
it was pretty solid, really. The guy who played Hammer was great.
The way I remember, though, it's a lot different. Like, I felt like Tupac was like the movie, like he was in it for so long. He definitely wasn't. He had like 10 minutes of collective time, not even screen time, but like you saw Tupac and then 10 minutes later it was credits.
I think you guys were just really excited to see Tupac.
Yeah, right? I had no idea Tupac and Hammer got down.
He dies and then Tupac and Hammer are like best friends.
Yeah.
I was disappointed that the music was cut out of those dance scenes. Those seemed like awesome scenes and I wanted to enjoy it the way it was meant to be.
The moves were still good, though. I mean,
yeah,
the moves were great. But no, anybody looking at like looking to watch it because we talked about it before. It is on YouTube. What is the actual title? Too Legit, like the MC Hammer story. Is that what it is?
Too legit to quit.
Hey, 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 hey.
I think that is a
Too legit. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I know that song. Come on. No, Hammer had the moves, but it's crazy. Like I watched it again, and there's so much that I forgot about it. But one thing that this movie really sold me on, like I think I could go to church if I went to Hammer's church.
Yeah, totally.
How fucking awesome did that look?
If I could to make it fun.
And it was amazing. If I could go and just the passion of the crowd and then Hammer doing his thing, might be a believer. I'm just saying. Every church I've ever been to is just like, yea is the Lord, and we remember him in this passage. Let's read the passage.
We all have to be very serious and borderline cult-like.
Can't we just go to sing meetings and leave the God shit aside?
Yeah, I like the community aspect of churches.
Have some crackers. Have some blood of Christ. Like
it's just that church community. That's the problem.
Like the MC Hammer story was awesome. It's on there. This shitty movie was on there. The MC Hammer story, like I was so like happy when I got done watching it. They had the like the recommended videos, and one of them was My Life with MC Hammer. And I was like, yeah, I gotta watch this. And it was one of his traveling dancers. It was only like a 7-minute video. I couldn't finish it. But when I started it, and it was just like, oh yeah, this was our friend. She was up on stage with Hammer. And then it cut to her. She was like, it was great touring with Hammer. And there was more people like, it was our friend up on stage. It was just fucking boring. And then I thought to myself, I was like, what would it be like if I was traveling the world with Hammer? It would probably be great because he was flagrant with his spending. Like, I'd have all the best food, all this awesome clothing, and it'd be amazing. But then there'd definitely be a scandal if I was on that
tour. You'd be the downfall of Hammer.
Hammer roadie cut jacking it on stage.
He was a squeaky clean guy. It wouldn't even be on stage. Like, he was squeaky clean, and, like, I'd be caught in the scandal. Like, it might not even break with me. But we'd be somewhere in, like, Bangladesh, and he'd come up, and he'd be, like, stepping, just like, oh, and just like stepping into the room, like, oh, it's Hammer, hooray! And he'd be like, hey, girl. I'd be like, what? And then he'd grab me. He'd be like,
what are you talking about?
He'd be like, give me the buns.
Would he confuse you for a lady backup dancer?
Apparently. And I'd be like, Hammer, you can't touch this. He's like, yeah, that's my song.
Pumps in the bump, baby.
And I'd be like, no, Hammer, please don't hurt me. And he'd be like, that's my song too. And I'd be caught up in that scandal, and I'd have to go with it because I'd be in Bangladesh, and I gotta get back home.
So you're saying that if you were on Hammer's crew, you would have got raped by Hammer in Bangladesh?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much guaranteed. New topic.
Oh yeah, final verdict.
Okay, so David wants to get kicked in the nuts, and he hates the movie. We're all set.
No.
Would you recommend that people watch this movie after listening to this?
After listening to this, maybe.
It is available below right now.
I would not recommend anybody, just what you have to watch? No, after listening to us talk about it, yeah, maybe, so you can just see how bad it is. Like, if you listen to it, you're like, oh, that does sound terrible. I kind of want to see it. Yeah, watch it. Go ahead.
If you're an individual who likes to hate watch things like us, then yeah, check it out.
Yeah, I recommend it.
If you're all about hate watching, this is perfect.
There aren't a lot of Lifetime movies that make that worth it. Usually it's really painful to watch, and it isn't like, this is cartoonishly silly, like this one was.
Oh, they're not all this bad?
Oh, they're all
no,
this
most of
bad.
them are worse.
They're worse?
Just,
oh no.
Yeah, they're worse in a way that it's not worth it to watch.
Oh, okay.
Because I used to put on Lifetime movies like, oh, this will be terrible, haha, and then it's like, ugh. Then they just handle serious situations terribly.
You don't even make it fun to hate this. Ugh.
New topic.
Goodbye. Exactly.
Well, guys, this was fun, torturing ourselves. Torturing David, mostly, really.
Yeah.
David's not prepared for this kind of thing.
No, not at all.
We've got one more Lifetime movie.
I can do one more, but I'm definitely not diving further in.
There's a good cyberbully one.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Cyberbully sounds good.
That one's up there with this one for fun for hate watching.
Okay. I can probably get behind that one.
So, we're going to wrap it up. Join us next time on the podcast for An Expert Sucker, where you can see the full-length video of her deep-throating our boy and then getting her titties fucked in the members area.
Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.
Ta-ta, everybody.
But.